Yoda in the originals. Hee hee hoo hoo little creature I am. Oh 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 hoo 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 hoo. Yoda in the prequels. Backflip I do. Responsible for war crimes I am. George Bush after and during presidency. In the Netherlands, abortion is legal. There is however one pro-life organization called Stichting Schreeuwom Leven. But instead of harassing women who are on their way to the abortion clinic and make them feel miserable, they offer them help. If a woman wants to get an abortion because she is financially unable to give birth to and raise a baby, the organization will pay for everything she needs during the pregnancy and after until she's financially stable to raise the baby on her own. This organization won't stop women from going to the abortion clinic, but would rather have a healthy conversation with them. Ask them if they can help her with anything in order for them to keep the baby. They also hand out contraception in the streets for those who can't afford it. Women don't get abortions just because they want to. There are reasons why. This organization doesn't fight abortion, it fights the reasons why women get abortions. Take notes, America. I have so many thin friends who eat and don't exercise ever and are probably rotting inside, but no one says shit about their health. So let's stop pretending it's fat people's health you're bothered about, you transparent m***ers. When I was a heroin addict, I lost a significant amount of weight. One day I took my sweatshirt off around a friend, whom I never really liked that much, and she just gasped. You lost so much weight. I'm so jealous. Your tummy is so flat. You look so healthy. I shit you not, she said I looked healthy. I was addicted to heroin. I'd like to think the reason why mages live in towers is just by accident. Mages live in normal houses, but their magic does weird stuff to their home and stretches the house up into a tower. It's also why powerful mages tend to have really big hats and overstretched robes. This could also extend to why mages don't wear metal armor. It'll just stretch and grow and get too heavy to use. Cloth is a safe option, and they can just cut away the extra fabric. A mage's staff is just their first wand, but stretched. Please, stop asking me about mage PP. No one. JK Rowling. Dobby has a 10-inch PP. Throbby. I will personally hunt you down and kill you in your sleep for making me see this. Oh my god. So, yesterday I put a salt line on the pathway to our front door because I was f***ing around and my brother was pretending to be a demon. And today we ordered pizza and the salt line was still there and my brother went outside to sign for the pizza and the pizza man refused to step over the salt line like he almost did, and then he backed up and handed my bro the pizza and left, which is pretty ridiculous because it's far from our door. So, a heads up to everyone, I'm pretty sure Domino's is actually run by demons. Kind of like how in Men in Black, the post office is run by aliens. Those f***ers. What if they thought you guys were the demons? Oh my god. Plot twist. He was just a bunch of slugs in a man costume. Absolutely cursed. Thank you. I got 10 minutes left of being a teenager. I gotta do something rebellious. Guess who just put paper in the non-recycling? Nia whore. Looking back on this as a 20-year-old, I now realize how utterly irresponsible I behaved. I apologize. I have since removed the paper and put it in the recycling. I hope you can forgive me for my foolish and reckless behavior. I can assure you, it will not happen again. I'm disgusted with myself. 25 to 35 is such a weird fucking age because you're 100% a bread and butter standard edition millennial, but the cool teens are like, okay boomer, because you have a real job. But the actual boomers at your job are like, I'm not going to listen to a literal fucking child as they download 16 self-replicating viruses, and meanwhile the Gen Xs are telling you to refinance a mortgage for a house you don't have, and you're sitting there at the adults table with the pretty tasty casserole you cooked because you've finally figured out how to do that now. But everyone is eating the boomer store-bought macaroni instead, and admittedly they do sort of taste similar, so it probably wasn't worth all the trouble of cooking from scratch, and you're trying to comfort the freshly graduated sobbing 22-year-old next to you because she just woke up here and doesn't know where she is, but you have like maybe $5k in a savings account. labeled retirement, that grows approximate 12 cents a year, and you keep eating dry macaroni while smiling incomprehensibly and periodically blacking out like. Literally any continuity error that involves Spock can be explained away by the fact that he is a fucking liar. I mean, Vulcans never lie. Never. Spock lied. Year of the rat means everyone in Nick gets stat duff. Like Suzin's comet. Till Vikings used the bones of slain animals when smithing new weapons, believing this would enchant the weapon with the animal's spirit. This actually made the weapon stronger because the carbon in the bones, coupled with the iron, made a primitive version of steel. F off egghead. It's because of bone magic. Do older generations not get fatalistic humor? Like, the other day my friend's parents were hanging around, and we were joking, and I was like, well, no matter what I can always fling myself off the nearest cliff, and they didn't laugh. Then later the mom pulled me aside, and was like, maybe you should get some help, sweetie. Like, shut the F up. Help? In this economy? I don't think so, Deborah. I honestly don't think they get it as a coping mechanism. They think it's a cry for help, rather than actually helping. I'd even say it's past just coping, and is also now a category of stuff kids got used to when no one was looking, not everyone using. That humor is even covering up something bigger. We just stopped thinking fatalistic equals taboo / unspeakable somewhere along the line, and most parents don't seem to know why or how. My boss opened a door and missed me by inches. He said, whoops, almost killed you there. My result of oh, if only, led to an awkward end of shift debrief. This generation shares the same humor as the goddamn Addams family, and the previous generation is the white 60s family that lives next door and runs away screaming at the end of the episode. Once again, Fred finds himself in another sex dungeon after he promised himself this was the last time downloading Grindr. The FBI is struggling to hire hackers who don't smoke weed. We live in the best possible version of Cyberpunk. This is how people born after 1995 hack. When I started hacking, or freaking in the late 80s, I would get in the zone by snorting homemade amphetamines and listening to harsh noise cassettes while banging out code for 24+ hour periods on my Atari. Mostly I would write text-to-speech features into the operating system so the computer said swear words when you double click. I remember when HTML was invented, I got so frustrated because there's so many greater than and less than signs and you have to put them around everything. In early January of 2001, I changed Google's header to a gif of a pissing orangutan, and the resulting publicity turned the website into a household name. Never have I been more devastated to scroll over a URL and see it's deactivated. Who are you, ma'am? For those of you who don't know, I work at an anarchist co-op coffee shop. Apparently, all the Chicano/Cholo boys in my neighborhood have caught on to the fact that I sneak food and stuff to all the little punk kids and homeless kids at the coffee shop. There are 3 in particular who call me mom. Not mammy, not ma, mom. The rest refer to me as miss. They've decided to always have one of the 3 of them there with me on my night shifts. Especially after they witnessed the last bad shift, where I had to kick a bunch of tweakers out. Said tweakers lit my fucking bulletin board on fire. Tonight, one of the boys actually charged up a crackhead who wouldn't get out when I told him to leave. About an hour later, I was emptying bus tubs when that same lovely boy walked in and wetted a wash rag. I asked what he was doing, and he told me not to worry. So, I went about my business, doing dishes, bussing the main dining tables, etc. I'd left a broom in the smoking room and a fresh trash bag in the bathroom for once I was done with the dishes. When I walked out, everything was spotless and the trash had been replaced. He'd wiped all my tables, swept, mopped and emptied all the ashtrays. He'd also picked the lock on the bathroom so his friend could take out the trash for me, which I'm not sure whether I should scold him for. Haha. They snuck around and did my closing shift duties to thank me for keeping them warm and fed. I'm fking crying. Kindness begets kindness. Picking a lock so you can take out trash for someone who's nice to you is the most chaotic good thing I've ever heard. Just learned that the word ferret is derived from the Latin word ferretus, meaning little thief, and that a group of ferrets is called a business, and I'm absolutely pleased with this new knowledge. I'm enriched by this knowledge, thank you. Necromancer. Did you know that dinosaur skeletons in museums are usually fake casts? Someone. Did the internet tell you that? Necromancer. Nope. Just a series of disappointing museum trips. Life hack. Got something you need to do at a certain time every day. Egg take meds. Start giving your cat a treat right before you do it. You may have trouble remembering, but your cat absolutely will not. That's a damn good advice. A cat wrote this. My brother is teaching his cat how to high five by giving her a treat every time she successfully taps her hand to his hand, which is all well and good, but now she thinks that she is entitled to food every time she high fives someone. I can't eat in the same room as her anymore because she'll just bap my hand rapid fire and then go noom straight in for my pizza. Like, no Kelly, that's illegal. Go finish your own dinner. No Kelly, that's illegal. Knight rides into battle without helmet. Everyone gives him strange looks. Knight. Kitty was sleeping in it. Everyone nods in agreement. When I was around 5, I asked my mom why some people were different colors, and she said, because God wanted lots of flavors. And let me tell you, that was the wrong thing to say, because for the next 3 years I thought God ate people when they died. Friend. Hey, come over, let's hang out. Me. Can't. Trying to save money and be productive today. Friend. Bring your computer to my place. We can just lay around working on stuff near each other, snacking and sharing songs and memes and thoughts here and there, and I won't demand your attention or get weird when you go into a phone scrolling trance, and I won't make you go to an expensive cafe in 40 minutes of traffic just to sit down and gossip until we go home drained and broke and wrongfully psychoanalyzed. My fridge is fully stocked and the energy at my place is super chill right now. Me. OMW. My sister just sent me this screenshot, and honestly this is a prime mood. What a dream. My jock older brother is such a Smash Brothers nerd, like full on gets into passionate melee discourse geekery, and meanwhile I literally can't play video games, so every time we sit down together to play Smash, he will at some point turn to me and go, I can't tell you how much this enrages me, because my only two strategies are 1. Button smash, and 2. Use pink characters. My brother. You've done nothing but spam B this entire game. Me. Racists Kirby. Can we start a club for teenagers who were constantly complimented on their intelligence when they were younger and are now having trouble coping with the realization that they're actually of average intellect at best? In elementary school I constantly scored as reading at a college level, but then I got to college and suddenly everyone's reading at college level. I have never seen a post that so accurately describes my life.